What's up, guys? Welcome back to Weekly Weird News.
Getting your illegal drug fix can be a real pain in the ass here in the US, but it's even tougher in places like the Middle East, where getting caught with drugs, or worse, caught selling or trafficking drugs, comes with severe punishment, up to and including the death penalty. Still, though, it's a very lucrative business, and as we've seen time and time again, regardless of the risks involved, there's always going to be a market for those illegal drugs.
The higher the risk, the bigger the payday. One way to significantly reduce those risks, though, is to remove humans from the equation, which, in the case of some unknown drug traffickers moving pills between Iraq and Kuwait, apparently involves strapping an adorable tiny backpack full of drugs onto the back of a homing pigeon and having the bird do the hard work, the drug trafficking itself. Yes.
Yeah.
This pigeon was recently caught by Kuwaiti customs with 178 pills packed into its back after they tracked it crossing the border. But while the contraband won't be making it to its intended recipient, this bird ain't snitching about who it works for.
This bird don't sing.
That's why they started using parrots, but they were like, you can't use these things.
Oh yeah, the drugs are over there!
It was Bill that had the drugs.
Give me a cracker and I'll sell you all about it. Anyway, yeah, this obviously seems like an ineffective way to reliably transport anything, especially a bag full of valuable, lucrative drugs. And in this case, that's true. It didn't work. And in general, yeah, if you go and do manage to successfully attach something to a pigeon, it's just going to fly away and you're never gonna hear from it again, so don't. But there's actually a long history of selectively breeding pigeons to do exactly what this Iraqi drug pigeon did, dating back over 2,000 years.
Or you're gonna have to put some nets on top of that wall when he's done building it.
Or just a big glass window.
Yeah, that way you can see him smash into it.
Yeah.
Pigeons were actually the most effective form of long-distance communication from Roman times up until the invention of Morse code and the telephone. And the method behind this ridiculousness is actually pretty simple. You set up a place that the bird knows as its home, where it has all the bird food it would ever want, and then you release it at increasingly far distances from that home in every possible direction. Eventually, it will be able to find its way home from hundreds of miles away.
I want them seeds. In general, homing pigeons can only travel one way, meaning that once it has delivered whatever it's carrying back to its home, someone has to physically transport it back to where the messages or ecstasy pills are coming from. But with enough pigeons in enough locations, you've essentially got pigeon internet. And in some cases, people have been able to train pigeons to actually have two homes that allows them to fly back and forth between two locations indefinitely.
They call it Wi-Fly.
Yeah.
This was especially useful for communication during warfare, as you could send reports from the battlefield straight back to home base at 50 miles an hour. And even during both world wars, pigeons were used extensively as a way to communicate without risking the enemy picking up your radio signals, although with a BB gun, they could
just kill all the birds.
Yeah. If there are gonna be no birds around my war, you're gonna kill them all. Yeah. Steal all the notes.
I'm gonna build a big, beautiful glass wall.
Yeah. In fact, though, numerous pigeons were actually awarded medals in World War II for doing stuff like carrying news of the D-Day invasion across the English Channel and delivering top-secret messages from spies. Pigeons were also used to take aerial reconnaissance photos by simply attaching a small camera with a timer onto their bellies. These birds worked hard.
Yeah.
And they deserve those medals they literally could not wear.
They can carry like
Did they pin it to their little breast?
I don't know, it's probably a small medal.
Did they retire the birds and
I don't know.
a pension?
I mean, I hope they had a good life after, like, you know, risking everything.
Yeah.
Like, because the Germans did try to shoot some of them down. Like, a lot of these birds that got medals had, like, they were, like, missing feathers and stuff. Like,
yeah.
They were...
They look like shit.
Yeah, they were dodging that buckshot.
I just want to go to New York and retire on the roof of an old brownstone.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just going to keep a lonely old man company.
Yeah.
Anyway,
They give them like when you're a police officer and the dog retires and you get to keep the dog.
Yeah.
That's probably how it works, right?
Yeah, the soldier keeps the bird.
Yeah. Sure.
It's my pigeon. That pigeon has seen more of this world than you will ever see.
I miss the old pigeons. They didn't whine all day on the internet. They went
Yeah.
out and they fought wars. Like real pigeons.
They didn't just scavenge for trash in the park.
Yeah.
They got out there and they defended the right to democracy.
Yeah.
Anyway, in some parts of the world, pigeons are actually still way more efficient than the internet or the telephone. For example, back in 2009, a South African IT company wanted to prove a point about how shitty that country's leading ISP speeds were and raced a homing pigeon carrying a 4 gigabyte memory stick against simply transferring those 4 gigs over the internet. The pigeon made the 50-mile journey in just over an hour, while the internet file transfer was still just sitting at 4%.
So we
point
definitely
made.
could have used these before on some of those trips that we go on.
Yeah.
There was one where I was like, it would be faster to send this on next day air mail than uploading it. We could put a drive in the mail and ship it faster than the internet was working.
But pigeons, though.
I mean, we didn't have a pigeon at the time.
We get a
All the
bunch of
good
pigeons.
pigeons have been retired.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and there's even some precedent for using homing pigeons as drug smugglers as they currently are. Up until the 1980s, they were still being used to transport urgent medication and laboratory specimens between hospitals.
That's what happens when the internet goes down because of that malware.
Mm-hmm.
Pigeons are back at work. I'm telling you, it's a great week for birds. You got the canaries in the coal mines, and you got these pigeons doing drug transfers. The birds are doing great.
The birds are back in town.
If Trump does anything to make America great again, it's getting jobs back to the animals that need them.
And he does care about birds. He loves
birds.
Strongly against wind power because he says it kills all the birds. So
and the man, I'm just saying, he loves Twitter. He loves Twitter.
That's true. Oh my God.
I think he might be a bird.
And a lot of people are like, Trump.
He's a bird.
Trump's the first presidential family to not have a dog in like 100 years.
Do they have a bird though?
No one's asked. He probably got a room full of birds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I think we've solved all the world's problems. The mystery. That's what Covfefe means.
Yeah. Covfefe is the name of his
bird's
bird.
name.
Covfefe, you're the only one who understands.
You're the best, Covfefe. He's the only one not leaking anything.
Yeah,
he knows when to keep his beak shut. Can't trust these fucking parrots.
Wow.
Well, that was a tangent.
Yeah.
Back to the story. These days, much like lots of other people's whose job prospects have dried up due to globalization, the homing pigeon has largely turned to crime.
Sad.
But that's why he's fixing it. Anyways, with drugs like cocaine, heroin, and ecstasy, one pigeon can carry up to around $3,000 worth of drugs, while eliminating the need for yourself or a potential snitch to personally transport it. And they're especially popular with prisoners, delivering drugs and other contraband like cell phones right into the prison rec yard. It's not honest work, but the homing pigeon, it does it well.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's got to do it. He has a pigeon family.
I
got worms to feed my kids. They're all out of worms. The worms are dying.
Yeah.
The modern world may have left the homing pigeon behind, but they're not sitting around collecting unemployment. They're finding work for their particular set of skills wherever they can find it. What a fun story.
Who can blame them?
Yeah.
We're gonna put the birds back to work.
The saddest thing about, that's what he was talking about when he's like, can you make America great again? And he's like thinking about the 50s or the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
A bird in every house.
Yeah.
They used to deliver the milk as far as I can remember. They did a lot of
bird
jobs.
milk.
Yeah.
The sweetest milk of all.
It's delicious.
Speaking of jobs that the modern world has left behind, the long, slow death of RadioShack appears to be finally coming to an end soon.
Yeah.
But their social media is trying its hardest to stay positive in the face of annihilation.
Yeah.
Sort of. There was, of course, the Reynoldsburg, Ohio RadioShack location that went rogue and posted on Facebook 2 months ago. We closed. Fuck all of you. But the official RadioShack Twitter is keeping things civil and upbeat while constantly letting people know that they're going to be dead any minute now. So please come raid our corpse of every last item of value.
Yeah.
Pay for our funeral.
Please. There's, of course, lots of tweets about sale items being drastically marked down, up to 90% off their original price. But much more depressing are all the posts advertising the fact that literally everything aside from the floor, ceilings, and walls, it's all up for grabs. Look at these beautiful, completely barren retail shelves. They're empty here at RadioShack, a worn-out husk of a previously booming American business currently exhaling its final breath. But they'll look great in your home, which isn't probably going to get turned into a Quiznos.
Yeah.
You get all those RC cars and little soldering irons for real cheap right now there.
I kind of want to go to RadioShack. Apparently, they're just giving everything away.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Their biggest mistake was working with Sprint, a garbage company.
Yeah. At this point, RadioShack is basically a retail supply store, and as inevitable as their demise is, it's still just fucking sad seeing this nearly 100-year-old company die in such desperation.
We're going to shut down all of the online stores. We're going to revitalize the box stores.
Brick and mortar.
Yeah, brick and mortar. We're going to create jobs by shutting down something that's actually convenient and good.
Here's a tweet. These storage shelves are for sale at #RadioShack. See what stores near you are offering #great deals like this. The only thing that could make this more depressing would be a child-sized ball pit in front of those shelves. Those sad, empty, dimly lit shelves.
Yeah, well, we'll probably get one for real cheap. That's on sale too.
Yeah, come on down to the Radio Shack. $1 gets you 5 minutes in the ball pit.
Yeah, we'll do anything.
The manager will even dance if you give him $5.
Please give me something. I've got kids to feed, and the pigeons are taking all my fucking jobs. The baffling presence of so many balloons comes pretty close to DashCon's ball pit status, obviously. But while there's still prices attached to all these retail fixtures, they repeatedly make it clear that you are welcome to offer any price, and they'll probably just take whatever you can give because fuck it. The rent's due, and we gotta vacate.
Well, we're asking $500. I'll give you $20.
The real deal is gonna be going there at like 11:59 p.m. on the last day that they have the lease.
What do you got?
Just get it out of here.
Just take it. It's going to a landfill.
Yeah.
Fuck.
They're even selling stuff like dirty used clipboards, yellow slippery floor signs, trash cans, ladders, dollies, you name it. It's like Costco except no membership required.
Yeah. Lightly used.
Yeah.
Used by professionals.
Mm-hmm.
Also, some poor sad sack of shit still manages to caption these tweets with messages like, "These metal literature racks for pegboards are a great way to organize reading material. Everything's on sale at your local #RadioShack."
It's not just for radios anymore.
No, it's for anything. There's another one. Check out these neat little display organizers. Buy a few or make a bulk offer. Offers vary by location. Jesus Christ. At this point, we kind of hope that they eventually do have a full-blown social media meltdown before they're completely out of business. If anyone, any business or otherwise, has earned the privilege to tell the world to fuck off and eat a dick, it's Radio Shack.
I will sell you my name badge. Just please come take it.
Just anything.
Well, you want this
How
red
much for
polo,
your pants?
Red polo shirt.
Just take them.
Just ravage me.
$1 will work, I don't know. I just need bus fare.
Yeah, I need to get as far away from this Radio Shack as possible. Anyways, it's time for a little update to a politics story that we talked about a while back. No, not the fact that the U.S. has pulled out of the Paris Climate Agreement, or the fact that Trump is now trying to get the Supreme Court to, pretty please, bring back his Muslim travel ban. And no, not the fact that Jared Kushner can now be added to the ever-expanding group of people in the White House who may have committed some light treason. No, we're talking about the Montana special election.
A while back, we showed two campaign videos that we felt were the pinnacle of American political campaigning. One from Republican Greg Gianforte, the other from his opponent, Democrat Rob Quist. Gianforte basically called Quist a liberal gun grabber because he supports gun registration. But Quist responded by dusting off his old family rifle that's been passed down for generations and shooting a TV playing Gianforte's ad.
Yeah.
I rest my case.
Period.
And I shoot a lot of TVs.
Yeah. Anyways, despite Rob Quist being a local country music hero and seemingly having the kind of rugged rural values that would appeal to Montana constituents, his chances were never that great, simply on account of him having a D next to his name on the ballot. Still, the race was a lot closer than previous congressional races in Montana, and all Quist needed was just a little tiny push over the finish line to turn his historically red district blue.
The day before the election, though, Gianforte took care of that for him. Or at least tried to.
Yeah.
By responding to a Guardian reporter's questions about the current healthcare bill, by momentarily losing his goddamn mind and grabbing that reporter by the neck and slamming him to the ground and then punching him and screaming, "I'm sick and tired of this!" There's no video of the incident, but there is audio, and it is fucking bizarre. He just loses it. There's no buildup. He snaps. This is all after being asked a question that's pretty relevant to the job he's running for.
Yeah.
Congress is talking about this thing.
I'm sick of
you're running
having
for
to
Congress.
answer questions. God, based specifically around my platform.
And what we'll talk to you about that later.
Yeah, but there's not going to be time. I'm just curious if you have the
Okay,
act
speak
right
with
now.
Shane, please.
But you don't.
I'm sick and tired of you guys. The last guy that came here, you did the same thing. Get the hell out of here. Jesus. Get the hell out of here. The last guy did the same thing. You were the Guardian.
Yes, and you just broke my glasses.
You, the last guy did the same damn thing.
You just body slammed me and broke my glasses.
Get the hell out of here.
Anyways, to add an even crazier layer to the story, it's the fact that reporters for Fox News, of all places, were the ones to verify the incident, having been in the room when it happened. In fact, their description of what they saw was even worse than how the Guardian itself described it. Within hours, pretty much every major news publication in Montana that had endorsed Gianforte, they rescinded their endorsement, and Gianforte was cited for misdemeanor assault. And it looked like Gianforte had fatally shot his campaign in the foot just as it was about to cross the finish line.
Except, nope. John Forte, he won. Now he represents the entire state of Montana in the U.S. House of Representatives.
And no one's going to question him when he gets there.
And fun fact, Montana, 2 senators, 1 congressman. There's only 1 million people there.
Yeah.
Fewer House representatives than senators. Very unique. And while it's easy to take how this all played out as evidence that people from Montana are subhuman savages who like leaders who punch people that they don't like, as long as that leader has an R next to his name, the truth of the matter is actually that more than half of the election's votes had already been submitted by mail before the incident happened, which actually makes sense in a rural state where lots of people can't just walk a few blocks to the nearest polling station.
The R stands for rad.
Yeah, they gotta send it by pigeon.
But you gotta think
Vote by pigeon.
Yeah, giving the jobs back. But it's like, you want someone like that in office, he's not gonna take any guff.
Nah.
He's got the moxie.
First this reporter, and then Kim Jong-un.
Boom. Take that, ISIS. So essentially, Greg Gianforte could have shouted Allah Akbar and whipped his dick out and masturbated to gay porn on live TV the day before the election, and he probably would have still gotten elected. It didn't matter at that point. And now that he has been elected, though, he still faces those assault charges. It's not like they just go away. And since this was a special election due to the original congressman leaving for a job in the Trump administration, Gianforte has to actually run for re-election in just 18 months. When this whole thing will presumably still be fresh in everyone's minds, although there's so much going on in Montana that you would be, it would be fine if you forgot about it.
Such a busy place, yeah.
A lot going on. You gotta go break those horses later. Then I have to...
Chores.
Gotta do things. Sit down to watch my favorite YouTube show, ETC.
Yeah.
We're big in Montana, fellas.
Oh, big.
Yeah. For now, though, he did win, and for people like Greg Gianforte, winning is everything. Also, I was looking at when I was watching his apology, I was like, if they make a movie or an episode of a TV show about this, who would be perfect to play the role? The guy that played the DEA brother in Breaking Bad, Dean Norris.
Oh yeah,
He looks just like him. Like spitting image.
My bad.
Yeah.
I lost my temper. But
Marie!
But I still won, so
You
it's not a big
fucking
deal.
rocks. You fucking rocks, Marie. Sick of these rocks.
Anyway, before we get into the headlines, first, a word from this week's sponsoring advertiser, Movement Watches. Stop pulling your phone out of your pocket whenever you need to know what time it is. You're wasting so much effort there. Start wearing the time of day on your wrist like a sophisticated adult with Movement Watches. A company started by 2 broke college kids who wanted to wear stylish watches but couldn't afford them. They said, screw that! Let's make our own watch company.
Movement watches start at just $95, which if you've ever shopped for a watch at all at a department store, that's a bargain. Go check out their huge selection of classic and minimalist designs at movementwatches.com.
That's MVMTwatches.com.
/MWW.
They got rid of the vowels and they passed the savings on to you.
Yeah, you'll also get 15% off your order with free shipping for purchases over $50 and free returns within 60 days of delivery for purchases over $50. If you change your mind, how about step up your watch game with a Movement watch? We've actually had a few of you guys tweet us pictures of the Movement watches you've ordered, so thank you very much, sir, for supporting us and our sponsors. It means a lot. It keeps the lights on, as everyone would say, and that's the truth. They cost money. Again, it is mvmtwatches.com /MWW for 15% off. Join the movement. I also saw that they sell sunglasses now, too.
They do, yeah. They're in the sunglass game.
Well, it's summertime, and
need those shades.
Yeah.
Protect those eyes in case you put a glow stick in the microwave and it explodes. You're gonna need eye protection.
You ding-a-ling.
Yeah, on your beautiful shirt.
Anyways, we just saw that video from 2 years ago today.
Oh,
And the thing is, when you pull your phone out of your pocket, when you look at your watch now, you'll notice how much time you are saving, because it's right there on your wrist.
Yeah, this looks a whole lot cooler than this.
Yeah, and then no one's gonna complain about
When
you being
did
on your
this?
When did this? Everyone's always like, get off your phone. You're always on your phone. Sometimes the excuse is, I'm just looking at the time.
You always on that watch.
Yeah, get off that watch.
Get off that watch.
Just looking at how beautiful it is.
Man, you always playing on that watch.
All right, let's get into the headlines.
Yeah, these are the best. Just the headlines speak for themselves.
Yeah.
From this past week.
Well, hello
fuck are
there,
you doing?
Shibby.
We're not shooting.
You're making a special appearance on
I
Weekly
need-
Weird News?
I need to film soon or I need to go, boys.
Okay, well, we're
All right.
almost done.
All right, so yeah.
You want to come in my place and take a
No.
couple headlines?
No.
I was listening outside. You guys are doing great.
All right.
Nope. All right, back to those weird headlines. Send naked Molerat memes instead of nude photos, Child Protection Center tells boys.
But what's the reason? Just so they don't accidentally put their
Canada
ding-a-lings on?
well, yeah, it's a Canada thing. Apparently this, I don't know, teens, let me know if this is real, but it's all about sextortion where...
Write to me at teensloveelliot@gmail.com.
Yeah, it's like blackmail and stuff.
Yeah, apparently, like, dudes are masquerading as young girls and, like, going on sites like Facebook and being like, hey, you're cute, let's chat. And then being like, haha, you should send me a dick pic. And then the kid sends a dick pic and they're like, actually, I'm a man and I'm extorting you. Give me $500 or everyone you know is gonna get this dick pic. They're like, no!
Yeah, it's just like the Black Mirror.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, they're saying they made a page. It's very, very fellow kids with...
I thought you were going to say Hello Canada. Hello Canada. It's very Hello Canada.
Very fellow kids with a lot of GIFs and memes of naked mole rats being like,
your dick looks like a
we
mole
just
rat?
met, no dick pic for you. And they're
If
using...
you want to see my dick, we have to meet offline.
Yeah.
Catch my dick in real life.
And Canada, they're like super liberal about sex ed. They're like, don't send dick pics, just meet in real life and have sex.
Yeah, it's fine.
But don't
use
forget your
protection.
condom.
Well, that's true. You should always just show your private parts in person.
Don't forget your maple syrup flavored condom.
Yeah. We call it the Canadian tuxedo.
Before you put your gravy all over her fries, don't forget to put on a maple syrup.
Otherwise, you're going to get some cheese curds.
Oh.
Oh, no. Okay, a Trump-branded toilet paper to be sold in Mexico will aid deportees.
This is gonna do great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just toilet paper with Trump's face on it,
Yeah.
or a toilet paper version. It's a toilet paper roll with Trump's hair. But yeah, the money's gonna go to people that got kicked out of America and now are like, I'm back home and I have literally nothing.
Yeah. It's like their GoFundMe.
Yeah, and then you know, people down there that don't like Trump, they get to
Wipe their ass with him.
get in there.
Or come on his face.
Yeah,
You can come on his face.
yeah.
You can do anything you
It's
want with it,
true.
actually.
Blow your nose.
Once you buy it, it's yours to keep.
Yeah.
Dad.
Dad overdoses on heroin to teach his addict son a lesson.
I love you so damn much. I hate seeing you do this to yourself. I'm gonna show you what it feels like
Yeah.
to watch someone die.
This guy's a great dad.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like if you caught your kid smoking and then you smoked an entire carton.
yeah, but this is even
Look
better.
how sick it's making me.
Yeah. Son, if you don't quit that heroin, I'm gonna overdose on heroin just to teach you a lesson. And apparently it worked. The kid's like, yeah, no, that was scary. I saw my dad, he almost died. I had to inject nitroglycerin directly into his heart, like the scene from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
So I'm clean now.
Well, yeah, there you go.
So, Father of the Year, I'd say.
I'd say so too. Is this in Canada?
No, this was New York City. He was a
Ah.
Russian dad.
There you go.
Stop doing the heroin.
I had to peel back my dad's tracksuit and stab him in the heart.
His favorite tracksuit, a beautiful tracksuit.
Beautiful tracksuit. Oh, you idiot.
You ruined that beautiful tracksuit, you ding-a-ling.
Doctors couldn't reattach dad's nose bitten off after Santa visit. What? Shippy, what do you think happened before we get into this?
That someone sat on Santa's lap a little too hard.
And Santa bit it?
Yeah.
Not one of
Wrong.
the reindeer?
Wrong.
Okay, what happened?
The incident is the dad was visiting Santa with his daughter back in December, and his son, who is older than his daughter, his deadbeat drug addict son, owed money to some local toughs, and they came to the dad. They kept texting the dad, being like, "You owe us £1,000." He's like, "I don't know who you are. Leave me alone." And then they found him later, and they beat him up. And then in the scuffle, one of the local toughs bit his nose off. And
As is tradition.
yeah.
Wow.
So I'm sure that guy had a conversation with his son later on.
You can't just go around owing people money all over the place. It's gonna come back to bite you.
Oh, man.
Now that I've lost my nose, the only way to teach you a lesson is to shoot all of your heroin up at once.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
I'm gonna bite your nose off.
Yeah. Scott's outraged as Barack Obama drinks diet version of Earn Brew on golf trip to St. Andrews. They're lucky he drank it at all, because it tastes like poison.
Yeah, they're not mad at Obama, by the way. They're mad at whoever gave it to him.
Oh, yeah. I would be mad too. That stuff tastes terrible.
Yeah, the regular version at least has sugar. Diet
I'm
Earn.
like reliving the taste of it again.
It tastes like bubblegum.
No, it was gross. And also the packaging that it came in that we had was like,
still got one.
it was fucking sticky. It's like you're touching it and it's sticky and, oh, the Earn Brew.
Yeah. Here you go. Earn brew.
Is it still sticky?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting.
One of the cans exploded in transit.
It's dust. Yeah, it's gross.
Ew.
Drink it, chug it.
No, this is from like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
This is a collector's item.
It's like that candy that
You can't get this here.
It's like the candy that's for men only. The Yorkie bar.
Yeah.
No women allowed.
No women.
Doesn't make any sense. Why can't a woman eat a candy bar?
Maybe the... No, I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
University of Arkansas Police Department searching for man who got into a fight with an elevator.
Well, it's better than what happened to that one guy.
Oh, the guy who crashed his wheelchair repeatedly and then fell to his
No,
death.
no. Who's the athlete that beat up his wife or something?
Solange Knowles.
Ray Rice? Solange beat the shit out of Jay-Z in an elevator.
Yeah, elevator's bad news. Maybe the guy just wanted to, he wanted to, have a celebrity elevator
Experience?
moment,
Yeah.
but there was no one there with him, so he just...
There's cameras in
beat
those
up
things.
the-
You can't do that.
Yeah.
Is the footage up?
No,
Okay.
they didn't share the footage, unfortunately. I'm sure someone will leak it.
Yeah, good. Anyways,
New York City subway performer assaulted with own hula hoop by dance troupe.
that's the most like 1980s New York headline I've ever heard.
Yeah. You're hula hooping out on our dance territory.
Yeah.
Why don't you get out?
It's a good PSA idea.
Yeah.
Don't hula hoop in public, or else a dance troupe is gonna come
The
by.
hula hoop guy's the hero. The dance troupe, they were dancing, and some tourists who don't know about tipping, they were like, yay, and they stood there, and then they just left, and the dance troupe was like, what the fuck? You leave coins in our hat.
Yeah,
and
it's
they were like,
those guys
what?
that jump over each
And
other.
the
on Venice
hula hoop
Beach.
man went over there, he's like, hey, you don't have to pay anything.
I do it for the fun.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Tips are voluntary.
Anyways, if you'd like to tip me, I just put it in my pouch.
But then, yeah, they chased him, and they took his hula hoop, and they were like,
It couldn't have hurt that bad.
I don't know, his face looked pretty banged up.
If you break it apart and then whip them with it, maybe.
And he was like, you know what? Even though it went down like that, I would do it the same again.
Yeah.
Real hero.
Catch me at EDC.
True
Getting
hero.
all the tips. Texas approves feral hog hunting by hot air balloon. It's the safest way to hunt.
I mean, hogs will get you. They'll charge.
Just be careful not when you're setting your gun down to not have it go off and pop the balloon.
That's right. It'll just like,
Yeah.
that's how it works.
It's the most common way to bring a balloon down is by shooting it or it hitting power lines.
Yeah.
So
This is a big boom to the power balloon.
A big boom, I'm sure.
Big boom to the balloon industry in Texas.
big boom to the hogs as well.
all the balloon guys. Yes. Finally, no one driving balloon anymore. No one riding balloon.
Oh,
Need to take down Uber. They're destroying balloon business.
I'd get an Uber balloon.
I would too. I've never ridden a balloon. Looks like fun.
It looks terrifying.
It looks
You're
terrifying,
just in
too.
a basket, hundreds of feet up in the air.
So you're telling me the fire is
Safe.
that's the only thing keeping this thing flying?
and between me and the ground is just some wicker? Hey, let's do it. I don't see why.
Also,
not.
how do you control this damn thing?
I've seen way too many balloon like not death videos, but like totally them just falling out, like falling over,
Oh my God.
hitting power lines, exploding. You know, I've seen like a couple of videos where everything goes fine.
Just. Yeah, well.
Thank God, we're on the ground again.
Well, now it's the pigs' problem. Gonna rain hot death down on these pigs from the safety of a delightful hot air balloon ride.
Yeah. Well, I feel like if you're gonna die, even if you're a hog, you should at least know it's coming.
Yeah.
Like you should hear like a twig snap and be like, ah, fuck, I'm dead. This one, it's just like you're dead. That's gotta be the worst way to die, because it's like if there's nothing left, it's just lights out.
Well, they used to do it with helicopters, but then the pigs adapted and they
Well, you
learned.
could hear 'em.
Yeah, well, they learned to recognize the sound. and
Now they're
got
just
the
gonna
fuck
hear-
out of there.
That's what it sounds like. They're
it?
terrifying.
Oh,
You should watch a
I didn't know they were
video.
loud.
No, they're fucking ear piercing. Like,
I thought it was just a quiet ride to hear.
yeah, no, they blast the fucking flame.
Oh,
Yeah, they're real loud.
yeah. Well, the pigs will probably figure that out.
I used to watch Terrific Trips VHS. They had a balloon ride on it. Ended in pure chaos. We went from Terrific Trips to Faces of Death like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Palestinian judge bans divorce during Ramadan because people make hasty decisions when they're hungry.
You're not the same when you're hungry. Hand them a Snickers.
Yeah, after
And then-
Ramadan, everyone, if you want to get divorced in Palestinian divorce court, have a Snickers first.
Yeah.
And they're like, you know what?
A Snickers is a legally binding contract.
Yeah,
So,
I've had the Snickers. I've thought it over. I don't want to get divorced. I was just not myself when I was hungry.
exactly. Well, anyways.
This is a two-parter.
Yeah.
Police say thieves using blowtorch to steal from Everett ATM accidentally set cash on fire.
Well, yeah.
Men tried to extinguish ATM burglary fire by peeing on it. Everett police ID suspects.
I don't have any water. Do you have any water? But I do have to piss really bad.
Has anyone ever successfully like broken into those things? ATMs are like
the couple on Breaking Bad did it. Remember?
Oh yeah, like event. That's not real though. Like they're designed to like you can't get them open.
No,
like,
yeah, but the thing is you steal it and then you do it later.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they were trying to open it. And they got it open, but they were using fire, so it burned all the money. And then they were like, well, there might still be some good money left in there.
Let's
and
piss
they
all
pissed
over
on it. That didn't really work. Your body only contains like a liter of piss at most at any given time.
Yeah.
And then they did it without masks on, so they were caught on camera.
Did they get a indecent exposure charge as well?
I mean, why not? Why
Throw it on the
not?
list.
Give them a stupidity charge.
Yeah. Thieves steal 30,000 condoms from Vegas warehouse. You know what those
Not
condoms were for?
whorehouse, warehouse.
That was send to Canada.
Yeah.
All maple syrup condoms.
Trying to catch this nut. I got 30,000 condoms.
The maple syrup makes you go slower.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kids, they get in there, they're like jackrabbits. Yeah.
The
Gotta
same
slow down.
condom warehouse got robbed like 2 days later of like $50,000 in sex toys. So
I think it's insurance fraud.
Yeah, the underground dildo and condom trade in Vegas is very strong apparently.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is the government probably sent the mafia in to shake things up, get them on the level.
Shake things up.
Yeah. Chattanooga waitress accidentally drops cocaine into officer's drink.
She had it like on her fucking clipboard, like where she was taking down people's orders, like probably next to the picture of her kids that she guilts people with.
yeah.
And she was like, "What?"
So anyway, it's gonna get you guys anything else? It's just a picture of their child on the fucking thing.
Yeah, she just had a baggie there, fell into her customer's glass, and that customer was a off-duty cop. And he's like, "Would you just drop my?"
Was that some sweetener?
She's just like even her mugshot, she just looks like,
I'm an idiot.
yeah, shit.
Yeah.
Final headline: South Boston man upset with 7-Eleven opens 612 across the street. Cause fuck 7-Eleven.
Fuck 7-Eleven.
My God, I can't do it. It's hard.
Yeah, I can only do like Canadian and Australian now. I got stuck.
Yeah.
When I was in Iceland the whole time, I kept trying to mock their accent, but I could only do Canadian, but with those S's that sound like, oh. They kept coming on the radio talking about Migos, because Migos was going to play there soon. Like, from America, it's Migos. It's Migos.
Migos.
People watch the show though in Iceland. Their internet's quite
what?
fast. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
How do they get good internet?
I don't
Middle of
know.
fucking nowhere.
I don't know.
It's probably just not a lot of people using it. There's like 300,000 people there.
Well, the tourists, they got to be like weighing it down.
True.
Anyways, their internet's fast. It's great.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's our show for this week. Check out the newest tech news today about the brand new North Korean iPad.
No. Don't say it like that because you're saying it as if there's another iPad that exists.
Oh, right. The newest in tech, the iPad
from North
Korea.
Yeah.
And then also a new episode of Tugs about games.
Yeah. There's games. Oh, Nintendo's doing stupid stuff.
Oh, no, not Nintendo. Oh. Check it out.
Yep.